Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1990's Represent. We're finishing up our second cycle of 1992 with Mortal Kombat, one of the most classic, kind of iconic arcade fighting games out there. I was debating between doing this and Mario Kart, and it actually just came down to a coin flip. It was heads for Mortal Kombat, tails for Mario Kart, and it ended up landing in Mortal Kombat's favor. So definitely on a future cycle in 1992, we'll be covering Mario Kart because I feel that game is also very iconic and basically responsible for the whole kart racing kind of genre. But we're talking about Mortal Kombat on this episode. Absolutely love playing this in the arcade. Uh, the home version I had was on the Game Boy. It was kind of like a not so great version. But they released this to pretty much every kind of major console, like SNES, Genesis, Game Boy. I think PC got like a port as well. And obviously, the Genesis version of that is probably definitely the better version, as it was a closer port to the original. Nintendo, when they did the Super Nintendo port, took out the fatalities or changed them up to be like non-violent, essentially. The blood got replaced with basically with pixelated gray sweat. So the Genesis version was definitely better, but when they did Mortal Kombat 2 on home consoles, Nintendo just got rid of the whole no violence thing. It was basically a straight up port. But I have some notes here about the game. We're going to check those out. And then, of course, with these, we'll be doing some gameplay as well. So we have our notes here. So Mortal Kombat didn't give an exact release date, but just said August 1992 because I definitely remember seeing this show up in the local arcades, like maybe like September or October was the first time I talked about, or first time I saw it. Kids in my middle school were playing it. We were always talking about it. So definitely noticed it that fall. I don't think my arcade had it like right at launch or right at release, but it was within like a month or two. Developed by Midway, or designed and developed by Midway. Also then further designing and creating it are Ed Boon and John Tobias. This game is also kind of important for being one of the key contributing factors to the establishment of the ESRB, alongside Night Trap and Lethal Enforcers. Those were two other fairly violent video games that kind of forced the kind of government to take this issue up, and then the ESRB kind of sprung out of all this. I definitely remember an earlier version of the ESRB where this is mostly on PC games, where it had little icons that were like limited, like cartoon violence, things like that, but it was like a little like thermometer scale of like how violent it was. I think that was maybe a different rating system, but ESRB has been around since then. It's always like every game basically has an ESRB rating, or pretty much every game. But this game, Mortal Kombat, was definitely a key factor in getting that created. Apparently, in my research, this is one of the first games that used to allow people to kind of exploit juggle mechanics, where fighting games you can have moves where you launch somebody into the air, and before they can respond, you're able to hit a few more hits on them and kind of juggle them, so to speak, in the air, and basically just get a bunch of hits out of them. Like I said earlier, released pretty much to every major console, and that was in 1993, and that was actually called Mortal Monday. So Mortal Monday was a huge, I think it was like they're like, it's coming, Mortal Monday, or whatever the catchline was. But that was basically the release day for the home version of this game. I think it was like initially on that day it was SNES, Genesis, and Game Boy maybe, and then I think some of the other ports came a little bit later. Just great cast of characters in this. Most of these characters, a lot of these characters showed up in multiple Mortal Kombat games. You have like obviously Sub-Zero and Scorpion, who are iconic. I always loved Kano for the Indiana Jones heart rip fatality. You have Liu Kang, you have Johnny Cage, Raiden. I think let me see if I can remember there. So there's Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kano, Liu Kang, Sonya, Raiden. Who else am I missing here? So Scorpion, Sub-Zero. I think there's like 6 or 7. So Scorpion and Sub-Zero are definitely one of them. 2 of them. Johnny Cage, Kano, Sonya, Raiden, and thinking Liu Kang, I guess. I think, yeah, those are the 7. Um, Designed essentially to compete with Street Fighter 2, because Street Fighter 2 came out the previous year, and it kind of basically tore up the arcade scene. Really popular game, and this was kind of Midway's way to compete with them. Apparently, they were told to develop the game within a year, and it ended up taking them about 10 months to develop it. Apparently, some rejected concepts for the game were like it was like a ninja game. You can see some of the elements in there from like Sub Zero and Scorpion for sure. Apparently, they also wanted to do a Universal Soldier game based on the Jean-Claude Van Damme film, but they couldn't get the rights to Van Damme because I think he was in some other game, and apparently that other game never got released anyway. And then I think a couple years later, I think that's when the Street Fighter movie came out, and I remember there being a version of the Street Fighter movie, Street Fighter the movie, the game, and I think they had licensed or did Jean-Claude Van Damme in that. Apparently, also Johnny Cage is supposed to be kind of like a stand-in for Jean-Claude Van Damme, uses the same initials. I also remember in 1993 starting a kind of, it didn't work, but starting a kind of business where I would offer to give people basically the move lists for like a couple dollars. Be like, and I have like a little flyer printed up with like, be like, send $2 to this address, and I'll send you back the list of the moves. Nobody did it, but it was just kind of like an interesting concept to see if there was demand, which there wasn't. But I think it was mostly because I think in that year EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly, put out like a Mortal Kombat issue, or not an issue, but like an issue that had a Mortal Kombat cover story that featured all the moves anyway. So if anybody wanted them, they could have just got that. But it was like just like an interesting little thing. But we're going to now jump into our Mortal Kombat gameplay. Really excited about that. It took me, I tweaked it in MAME a little bit just to get the controls right. We'll see if I can remember any of the only fatality I actually remembered without having to look it up is Johnny Cage's, because it's just forward, high punch. That's the only one I actually remembered, even though I prefer Kato's fatality overall. But we'll be right back with the gameplay, so stay tuned. Alright, so we are back in our game here. I wanted to say earlier that I think the series for me, at least the original few games, peaked with Mortal Kombat 2. 2 is incredible, 2 is awesome. 3 was pretty good too, but I prefer Val. Let's actually go with Scorpion here. So let's see if I can get the classic. There we go.
Scorpion win. Flawless victory.
Right, flawless victory. Awesome. Got my move list over here, at least a few of them. See, and his is what, whole block, up, at sweep distance. Alright, cool. Oh, he ducked it, alright.
Scorpion
Nope,
win.
wasn't close enough. So that's roughly sweep distance there. We got Liu Kang now.
Excellent. Excellent. Scorpion wins.
So it's whole block, up, I believe.
Fight. Excellent.
You could also kind of cheaply do these sweeps like that. Oh, there we go. Fatality, baby.
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
And then in the future games, you got multiple fatalities. You had the, friendships, babalities, and all that. Brutalities, or whatever they were. Oh god. Oh man, I lost. Right. Probably would have been one more hit and she would have been done, but... Oh, let's see if... Nope, no fatality.
Wins.
Alright, we'll start over with a different character. We're gonna go with Sub-Zero now.
Sub-Zero.
I think it's just like, what, quarter circle low punch for his ice freeze? Maybe I could be wrong. Jeez, alright. Oh, tie punch, okay, cool.
Sonya wins.
Obviously, with the pit, you could unlock Reptile that way. It was one of the secrets of the game. And Sub-Zero's is, let's see,
Flawless victory.
forward, down, forward. Is that Sub-Zero? High punch, okay. And there we go. Alright. One of the coolest fatalities of the game.
Zero wins.
With the whole spine rip thing. It's awesome.
Test your might.
Oh, messed up. Attacks increase power. Didn't read what I was supposed to do. Alright, got Johnny Cage now. Oh man.
Johnny Cage wins. Fight.
Don't know why I didn't go for the high punch there. Oh man.
Johnny Cage wins.
Alright, we'll go with Johnny Cage next, because that's, like I said, that's the only fatality I actually remembered by heart.
Johnny Cage.
Just forward, 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 high punch. I guess we are continuing, alright.
Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Fight.
Oh man,
Johnny Cage wins.
messed it up by just hitting that button a little too quickly. Oh yeah, you got the mirror match, and then there was endurance matches. Endurance, you gotta fight basically win 2 fights off 1 life. And you got Goro, one of the craziest bosses in the game, and then you got Shang Tsung.
Raiden wins. Johnny Cage wins.
Alright, we're tied up. So, round 3.
Raiden wins.
Alright, game over there. We're gonna start over with Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
I don't know if that counts. I guess it counts as a continue, even though it's still. Because usually then you just start over. I'm running this off of MAME, so it could be a revision where you just get to continue regardless. I'm not really sure.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh man, I did it again where I showed finish him and then it would pop up the thing. So then we got the mirror match, we got Liu Kang right now. I don't remember any of Johnny Cage's other moves aside from the fatality.
Johnny Cage wins.
Because I know he's got the fireball, he's got the kind of the ball punch. If you does the splits and punches the guy in the balls, basically. Oh man! All right.
Liu Kang wins.
All right, round 3. Let's see if it gets fatality.
Liu Kang wins.
Yep, there's the pit fatality. Right, so it seems to be like wanting to just straight up continue every time.
Johnny Cage.
Okay, now we're actually starting over. All right, cool. I just want to do his fatality. That's all I want to do.
Johnny Cage wins.
There we go. Got it.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
So let me check my list. So I haven't done Kano yet. We'll do him now. We'll actually throw this match with Scorpion. And then just pick Kano.
Scorpion
For the iconic heart rip. Remember actually pulling that out of the arcade for the... I pulled it off randomly because I was just smashing random buttons and ended up doing it one time.
Scorpion wins. Kano.
Is what Kano's is. Back down forward low punch. Alright.
Kano wins. Fight. Come
Oh man, I messed it up.
Kano wins.
Back down forward low punch. Alright. Oh, there's the leg grab, alright.
Sonya wins. Wins.
Sometimes you can be really, really cheap with the game too. Oh, I lost. Alright, we'll start over. We'll choose Kano and restart the game that way. So again, back down forward low punch. Alright. Let's let it go through the various attract modes so we can start over.
Kano.
No, still a continue? Okay. Alright. Oh god! Messed up again.
Test your might.
Okay, so low attacks. Alright, whatever. One thing I love doing with Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES is just plugging in a second controller and fighting against that. Basically a defenseless opponent to practice fatalities. That was a lot of fun.
Johnny Cage wins.
Alright, let's just throw this match. Let's see if we can get to the actual start of the game. Again, back, down, forward, low punch. Do I want to? Let's see if I can get to it that way. No, I'm still gonna lose.
Johnny Cage wins. Kano.
Alright, back, down, forward, low punch. Alright, cool. Oh god. I may not be able to do this. Even, yeah, I just gotta reset the throw it, and then actually do an actual restart. Because right now I'm several fights into the game, so... Okay, so just give it a few seconds. Hopefully we'll get back to where it'll be a normal start. Back, down, forward, low punch. So back, down, forward, boom. Okay. Okay, I think if you let it cycle all the way back to the main screen, it works. So let's see. Alright, yeah, there we are. I guess if you continue aside from that, it just will continue and not actually restart.
Wins.
Alright, this is it. So if we didn't get it here, cool. If not, this is the last fight. Let's be cheap about it. He's gonna take it. Okay. Final round. Back, down, forward, low punch. Oh, he's got it. That hit could do it. All right, I guess we're not gonna pull this fatality off, unless let's do it this way. Let's check the input. Let's see, coin two-player start is keyboard down 2. Coin 2 is what? Let's just, yeah, we're gonna do a 2-player game. So it'll auto-select Scorpion there. Or not Scorpion, Sub-Zero. And now I'll just beat up on a defenseless opponent. It's cheap, but whatever. Okay, so back. What's it? Back down, forward, low punch. All right.
Excellent. 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 Excellent.
There we go. Finally. Love that one. Love the heart rip. Alright, a little bit cheap way to get it, but that's it. So that is going to do it for this video. This wraps up the second cycle of 1992. We're moving into our second cycle of 1993. Got some exciting stuff coming up for that. So we'll be back again in a few days with our first 1993 video. That's going to do it for now. So remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.